What is something all guys do but will never admit to doing? Daydream about insane scenarios that will never happen where you're the main hero that swoops in to save the day. Common examples include things like thinking you could figure out how to land an entire airplane in an emergency, thinking about what happens if there's a robbery and I stop the bad guy. Thinking about saving someone from a burning building, thinking you could save someone's life if there's a random medical emergency, etc. My wife once asked me how I can fall asleep so fast without going through the day mentally and reevaluate what happened. I told her I just think of some nonsense I make up in my head. I have like 3 different kind of scenarios mostly picked up from movies that I just spin further and further. Like a fantasy-based one like Lord of the Rings or some shit. I do that since I am a kid and it's just fun and I sleep like a baby. She was totally confused on how that would work, but it just does. I'm a female peeking in here to decode males and I have to say that I do the same thing before going to sleep. Not sure if this is for all guys, but my BF will never ever admit that he prefers to be Little Spoon. I'm over a foot taller than my wife, so I often joke that she's my better third. But I hate being Big Spoon. Nothing makes me happier in my marriage like being Little Spoon, curled up, while she runs her fingers through my hair. Just thinking about is releasing the endorphins. We will hit 29 years together in a couple months, and it not only never gets old, it gets better with age. I prefer being the Big Spoon, but being the Little Spoon prevents 2 major problems you have as the Big Spoon. There is no risk to accidentally lay down on GFS hair, and also there is no possibility to have all the hair in your face low. Nose picking is more common than anyone will admit. Nose picking is probably the most efficient way to get uncomfortable buggers out of your nose. Sharp boogers are boogers just asking to be mined immediately. Especially one of those that's a string that feels connected to your brain and you pull it loose and feel so free. I'm glad I'm not alone. Hopefully cleaning their ass daily real good in case a surprise BJ ever comes their way. I even stick the finger in for extra soapiness. Bet the guys at the gym love you for that. Line outside the door. 'Cause I'm not leaving a brown star print on the gym equipment. I guess I could wear shorts though. Sometimes when we shave we try and see how we'd look with the mustache of a certain Austrian painter. Sometimes it's even my wife's idea. When she knows I'm about to shave, come on, just do it real quick. That's one weird foreplay, man. Morning pee sometimes goes sideways and there's annoying cleaning up to do. After jizz pee always split streams. Feels bad when it's a 3-way split and none of them hit the bowl despite perfect aim. Ah yes. The trident. They call me Poseidon. When you pee and it splits in 2 streams and one hits the toilet seat and the other hits your leg. Man, that's the exact reason of why I sit when peeing now. Sitting pissers unite. I do it so I don't have to waste TP cleaning the rim every time. Life hack, do a sitting piss at work. More time on the can equals less work for the man. When I was in college, a guy on my dorm floor swore he had never masturbated. He was 19. I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that. Better not be a Christian college because he's lying. It was, actually. Of course it was. Press the ruler till the base of the crotch until it pains a little while measuring. Pushing all the way into the fat pad is actually how they measure it in all those penis size studies. It's called bone pressed erect length. It's to make sure everyone is on the same footing because every guy has different sized fat pads. It was a magical day when I heard this, never thought I'd gain an inch at 19. Greedy prick, why would you even want another inch when you already got 19? Sounds like a nightmare to live with. He just turned into Vlad the Impaler. Accidentally falling asleep and someone points it out. Goes for both boys and girls. Admitting falling asleep when it's not intended is apparently difficult. My ex got super angry at me for falling asleep, especially when watching a movie together. It went so far as me being capable of upholding an entire conversation about how I'm not asleep while in fact sleeping. When I started dating my now husband, he saw through this immediately and finds it adorable, certainly never gets angry at me for it. It took more than 10 years to be able to admit that I fell asleep, and sometimes my first reaction still is, no, I didn't sleep. Had the same experience with my GF. She fell asleep early, even when we were talking. Found it strange and sent her to the doc. She was diagnosed with narcolepsy and hypersomnia.